Well, hello there, ladies, and it is such a pleasure to be able to send you a little message just to encourage you as you're on your way through the Living Beyond study. You are on your way to becoming women who are learning all that you need to live beyond those emotions that can become roller coasters and lead you astray in so many different ways, and the fears that attack us and keep us from being all that God has called us to be. And then the type of woman who can live beyond her circumstances, because the fact is, ladies, we all have circumstances in our lives, and you have spent the last 3 weeks studying all of the different facets of our God and seeing Him as fully man and fully God, and that wonderful Father who meets us right where we are. And the enemy would love nothing more than to convince you that he has taken you so far from God that God does not want to meet you where you are. But I want to encourage you as you go through these battles of spiritual warfare, as you are taking time to dig into the Word, that the enemy will come against you, but we are clothed in robes of righteousness. We are clothed with the very armor that we just studied last week. God Himself wore into battle and gave to us so that we could be victorious conquerors over all things. There is nothing, no emotion, no issue in your life, no circumstance that can take you away from the love of God and from His good and perfect will. And sometimes we all know our circumstances can feel overwhelming. They can feel like, how can this be good? How can God be good when this is happening in my life? But I want to encourage you that God is at work even in those circumstances that seem so impossible. And as we bring our hearts and our emotions and our fears and our feelings on our circumstances to the throne room with confidence to our great and wonderful high priest, He will minister to our hearts just like He did to David over and over again in the Psalms, and just like we are about to study in the life of Joseph, that the Lord met him daily at his point of need. And the Word says that the Lord caused Joseph to prosper in all that he did, and his prosperity in turn blessed the lives of people who hated the name of God and who worshiped other idols, but they were blessed because Joseph was blessed by the hand of God. He was caused to prosper, and that word literally means to push forward. The Lord enabled Joseph to push forward. So I want to encourage you. You've just finished studying the lion, the lamb, and the skin, and that is my favorite chapter of this study. It is such a wonderful and exciting time to see not only how we are to be just like Christ and to be humble and submissive to His ways even when it's painful, but we are also that lion. We are victorious because Christ is the very Lion of Judah. He is no imposter. He is the real thing, and He is my Savior, and He is yours. So ladies, I want to encourage you, stick with it. Get ready for an exciting time as you study the life of Joseph, and I cannot wait to get there with you in just a few more weeks as we will take the time to kind of wrap this all up and get an idea of what living beyond now really looks like on the next part of your journey with Jesus. So girls, ladies, I love you in the Lord. I'm praying for you. I'm praying for your leaders. And I know the Lord is going to do a wonderful work in your lives. We'll see you soon.